I'm going to study data structures and algorithms. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, how do I take this away? This is kind of okay, another so okay, go away. I don't need you. Okay, so usually I go to this roadmap.sh file, which gives me a lot of things. So I'm going to go to the main website to show you you what it offers. So it gives basically the developer roadmaps for role-based roadmaps, skill-based roadmap. For example, if you want to learn C++, you can come over here and then learn C++. Or you want to follow up a roadmap for a specific role. You want to become an engineering manager or a technical writer or whatever you want. You can follow that one. For example, in this series, in this video, in this learning journey, I'm going to be studying data structures that I'll go through. So I'm going to go through this roadmap. You don't have to specifically stick to a roadmap because that's not something you need to follow. You can follow if you are really distracted and you really need something and kind of a railroad to make yourself sticking together to the plan. So that's why I turn to this. You can log in and track your progress. You can right click and mark it as done because that's what it says. Where is it saying? There was a Okay, it was saying that, but I'm unable to see it again. So this is what we're going to do. So we are going to study data section algorithm. That's our goal. Our goal is clean and defined. So now I'm going to come over here and then pick a language. So I need to pick a language. I'm comfortable with C++. I'm comfortable with JavaScript. Also, I use Python. I wanted to learn Rust, but thinking about career opportunity and the available opportunities right in front of me, I think I should go with the Python because I am also leaning towards machine learning and AI a bit. I don't know, but if I end up there, Python will be a good choice for that. So I'm going to stick with Python now. And then so that part is done. I have picked a language. Now I can go to the next step, the programming fundamentals. When it comes to programming fundamentals of Python, we need to learn about the language syntax, how the functions are defined, how to print something, how to do calculation, how to call a function, how to do arithmetic operations, list the data types and stuff. So everything, yeah. You need to go through each of the control structures, the logic, the conditions, how the pseudocode and stuff. Yeah, the programming fundamentals specific to this language, okay? And then you also should be able to get the WP basics. Otherwise, it will be a bit hard. These are some programming fundamentals you should have already covered if you're coming to this data session and going through the series. So what you're going to do is now the next step will be the data structures. So that's our starting point for this series. So here, what you're going to do is we need to understand what are data structures and then the importance of data structures, things like that. So this is where we will be starting from episode one, considering this is episode zero. So I'm just going to go through entire roadmap so that we will have a glimpse of the journey that we are going to have in this series. So once we learn about what are data structures and the importance of the data structures, we will be going to study basic data structures. So basic data structures in the sense we have arrays, linked lists, stacks, queues, and hash tables. These are the very important and the very basic data structures, even though there are multiple other data structures which are really important in actual use cases, right? So if you're going to face an interview for an entry level role, I think this will be more than enough to get yourself together. So we will be studying this in a separate episode. And then once we learn about it, once we do some practice implementing it in the programming language we chose, not we, I, right? I'm going to be learning it. I'm not going to teach you. I'm not teaching. You are learning it and recording it. So in case if you are interested, if you find it useful, you can follow. Or if you know better and if you want to point some mistakes, help me out in my journey, please do so. Okay, so once we will be doing this, we will be moving on to algorithmic complexity. We'll not be talking about algorithms. Instead, Before we go into each and every algorithms, we will be talking about algorithm complexity. So time versus space complexity, that's kind of things we will go deep. We will be learning it. Even though I have studied many of these theories earlier, I haven't got a chance to have it formally studied. Also, I haven't used it for interviews or anything like that. So this will be a quite a refreshing journey for me. I don't know about you. And then we have one times constant, logarithmic, linear, polynomial, that kind of things, and then asymptotic notations. We will basically be using big O notation. I'm not going to go into this. I don't know. I haven't heard about these things. I don't know why these people haven't included this. I don't know. So, and then how to calculate the complexity and what are the complexities, time complexity, space complexity, something like that for each of these. For every algorithm we are going to be learning later, we need to be able to do this, right? That's why we are learning this upfront before we directly go into any of the algorithms. So initially, we'll be starting out with sorting algorithms. Sorting algorithms sense we have different sorting algorithms: bubble sort, merge sort, quick sort, heap sort, selection sort, insertion sort. Each of these sorting algorithms will have different complexities and things like that, as far as I understand now at this moment. And then we will go into searching algorithms. We have different searching algorithms, and then once we get into these two types of algorithms, these are two types of algorithms. Each type has different algorithms. Okay. And then we will be moving on to learn some more data structures. After we cover these data structures, we are going to go into some kind of structures. Three data structures. We will be talking about binary trees, binary search trees, something like that, and then tree traversal. Once we are in a tree, so basically this is like a tree, right? One we come here and then there's a tree here now, right? So how are we going to do it? Tree traversal, in-order traversal, pre-order traversal, something like that. And then search algorithms, we will be, because these search algorithms use three data structures, I think. I don't know. That's why they have been put under this style. I don't know. Then we will be moving the graph sections, advanced data sections, something like that, indexing. Come on, these are really bad. Once we come to this point, the indexing point, we will be coming to problem solving techniques where we'll be learning about some kind of algorithms, some kind of methods to solve some problems, right? So these are real world problems, real world hackathon problems, or some problems that you might encounter in your real life projects. So these will be very important. And then finally, we will be going to, I mean, actually, we will be using this since the beginning here because we need a platform to practice, right? So once we learn each concept, we'll be practicing it in the language we chose. So we'll be using lead code either way, or sometimes we'll be using neat code if it offers free. If there's anything else, we'll be using it as well. So I think that's a quick introduction about what I'm going to do in this journey. And if you're interested, you can stick to these videos and tell me how you feel about it, what kind of things you want me to do in order to learn better, in order to grasp some concept that I don't understand easily. And also you can suggest me some references, some materials that I can learn, I could use in order to master this thing. So I'm targeting to get this mastered in 2, 3 weeks. I don't know. Because, I mean, I know it's a hard goal, but as far as concerning me, I have some basics already. So that will be some many concepts here will be a refresher for me instead of learning from scratch. So that's it for today, and have a nice day. Thank you very much. Bye.